Nevada truly is the mecca of abandoned mine exploration. Over the last 2 summers, I've shown you some incredible locations, and I've guided you into the depths of many abandoned mines that did not require ropes and technical equipment to explore. Thanks to contributing subscribers via the channel's PayPal tip jar, YouTube ad revenue, and merchandise sales being funneled directly back into the channel to purchase the proper equipment, Abandoned and Forgotten Places is about to take a long-awaited leap into Class 4 and Class 5 abandoned mine exploration. Dotted across the colorful and ancient hydrothermal landscapes of western Nevada are thousands of vertical and inclined mine shafts reaching hundreds of feet in depth, with broken ladders, busted manways, and disintegrating collars, making this type of exploring the most dangerous of all. These features keep most explorers out of these locations, and rightly so. So what will we find in the bottom of these dangerous and inaccessible shafts? What artifacts will we find lying in situ after 100 years? And what conditions will force even an experienced explorer such as myself to retreat from harm's way? Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the most exciting and most dangerous summer exploring season yet on Abandoned and Forgotten Places.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back. All right, are we excited to be back in Nevada or what?
It's good to be here.
Heck yeah, we have got some awesome sights for you guys. This is gonna be just an incredible summer, and we're gonna kick things off with about 2 or 3 incline shafts over the next few weekends, with this one being number 1. What we've got over here is an incline shaft that was dropped in right around 1930, 1935 in that area, and this was worked up until World War II. Then they shut everything down, and that was the end of this mine. Now today, how we're gonna do this, as you can see, we've got Mr. M here. He's all geared up. We have him a harness now, a descender. And the reason that we're all harnessed up on this one is because the ladders are they're all shot for about the first 80 to 100 feet down into the mine. But after that, we think that they're gonna get better and better.
So the way we're gonna find out is Gly's gonna go down to like the first level that he comes to, and he's gonna signal me the all clear that he's doing all right.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna come down to where he is. He'll already tell me about pitfalls and things I need to look out.
Yep.
We're gonna explore that area, and then we're gonna do the same thing down to the next drift, and so on and so on.
Exactly.
Until I think we're gonna hit water at about the 400 level. But
I think so too. I think there's a good chance of us hitting water, but he's exactly right. We're gonna leapfrog this one with me going first, then him, then me, then him, all the way down. Now guys, we have a lot of fun getting to these mines, driving to them, locating them, and I highly recommend all of you head on over to Mr. M's channel, Abandoned and Forgotten Footage. I'm going to leave a link for that down in the description area. Head over there so you guys can see all of the behind the scenes stuff and everything that it takes to find these mines, drive out to them, and the fun in between, right?
That was uncharacteristically kind of you, Gly. Thank you. Yeah, it's a fun show. Jump on board with me. It's fun. It's fun to do. This is fun to do. But let's get after this one now. I'm a little nervous.
Are you a little nervous?
A little bit.
Well, look at you all geared up here, Mr. M. So you know what? From this point forward, you are no longer Abandoned and Forgotten Places sidekick. You are the co-star.
Are you kidding me?
Welcome aboard.
Oh, wow. No kidding.
That's right.
That's a big deal, Gly.
All right, guys. Let's get started on this old mine. Okay, Mr. M. So this is how it works. This will be a real good mine for you to learn on with your descender. So what you do, it's pretty simple. That's your anchor point over there, and there's even an anchor symbol right here on the descender. All right, so what you do is you're coming in from your anchor point and you're going in counterclockwise. Okay, let me grab your rope here. Here's your anchor point. Okay, so yeah, come in counterclockwise, rotate that around, then you bring this and lock it onto your carabiner. All right, just like that. Okay, all right, and then when you're descending down, you're just gonna slowly pull on the handle. Just no quick pulls, because then if you do, it'll lock, and if it does lock on you, then what you do is you just bring it back up, rotate that back up, and then bring it back, and then you'll be free again. That's how you free it. Okay, yep, just like that. Okay, and this has an emergency function, so that if something happened and you slipped and for some reason you grabbed the handle and went, oh my God, and you pulled down, it'll instantly lock.
Right. Well, I might yell something like jumping Jehoshaphat.
I got a lot of gear on me, as you guys can see.
That's what we send Gly down first for stress test purposes.
Yeah, because with all this gear, I'm upwards of 250 pounds. So, all right. Now, what we're doing is we're drawing the rope in as we need it. All right, so here we go into this mine. Let's see what we have so far. Yeah, it's a good thing we're using the ropes, because, boy, this is a steep one. We're at least 80 degrees on this one. Looking pretty ugly, but hey, that's what abandoned mine exploring is, right, Mr. M?
I'm guessing.
So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm trying to work my way down to the first drift. Then I'm gonna radio Mr. M and tell him that I'm in a safe spot. I don't want him kicking a big rock on my head. I've got some housekeeping I got to do past a certain point here. Oh, you know what? One of these days, as I'm going down these ladders, there's going to be a rattlesnake sitting right where I don't want him to be. Okay, we're almost to the barbed wire here. I did. I told everybody one of these days there's going to be a rattlesnake on one of these ledges. Okay, I'm going to commence to do a little housekeeping if possible here. Somebody threw a bunch of barbed wire in our way. Got to get that out of our way before we can proceed. Maybe I can get it over here. There we go. Okay, now. So I I gotta hook this in such a way I don't want it falling on us. Maybe if I sunk it, guys. I'm sure you all want to see what the heck I'm doing here. So I'm gonna hook this barbed wire up like so. That'll get it out of our way. Perfect. Okay. All right, let's look down here. That's where we're headed, guys. All right, looking good. Let's see. Now we gotta, you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. Nice and slow. Trying to work our way to that first drift. It's already getting pretty stinky. Like I was saying earlier, you'll catch that on Mr. M's show. When sulfide material comes in contact with water, over time it tends to put off a certain degree of hydrogen sulfide gas, and that's why we have air monitors with us that detect for low O2 levels. It detects for CO2 as well as hydrogen sulfide gas. And the hydrogen sulfide meter that I'm carrying on my chest is set to alarm off at 5 parts per million, which is the absolute lowest setting that you can dial these into, because hydrogen sulfide is nothing to fool around with. It will kill you quick. So you never want to, I would never go past 5 parts per million. All right, we have a very, very dangerous board right here, but it doesn't look, it looks like, let me show you guys. Somebody threw this down at one time, and it's precariously dangling on this board, but even if I give it a shake, it ain't going nowhere. It's locked in. I think we'll be fine. Okay, we're at a place here. I want to look down here, see what we have. That just might be water right there already. Don't know till we get there. Now, if you look off to my right here, you guys will notice there's some PEX water line. I think it was back in 2003, roughly about that time frame. There was some people down here doing some sampling. So that would be modern. Okay, we have our first little drift here. Let's see what we have. Let me radio up to Mr. M. Okay, I've got our first drift right here. I'm going to figure out a way to step off to the side so that you can start coming down.
Copy that.
Okay, so you're going to be coming up to a log. This is where I've named this the guillotine. You definitely don't want to bump it or kick it loose.
Okay.
It's right here lodged on the skip rails. If that came down on us, it would be pretty painful. But I gave it a good shake, and it's locked in place pretty good.
As I sneaky down here.
Yeah, not too bad so far. It's nothing that's concerning me up to this point.
No, nor me.
Now, we've been in a lot of sulfury, smelly mines, and good job. Fantastic. Yeah, you got it, man. That's how you do it.
I'm like the Marine Corps.
Yeah, if you want to go, well, I'm going to head off and explore that drift. You can either head over there right now, or come over where I am. It's up to you.
I'm trying to get over where you're at.
Okay.
I'm not trying to swing back and forth in here. Almost got killed.
There you go. Good job. Nice. Let's see. So the way to get over here,
Like a ballerina, Gly. Do a running start at it.
I am going to go down a little ways. That'll take up some slack there. Then we're going to carefully step over here.
Oh, you're on a nail.
Yeah, I'm going to be going offline here in just a second. As soon as I get over here. Okay. Whew. I'm already sweating like crazy.
Like a stuck pig.
No kidding. Let me get my cameras pointed in the right direction. Like so.
That's right. You want to point them at the co-star every once in a while. That's the right direction.
Gotta point them. Gotta point them at the co-star. Okay, guys, so there's where we were a minute ago. I've worked my way to the other side of the skip rail here, and let's see what we have up in here. So we have some old ladders. I'm not sure what that thing would have been off of. It has a door on it. Never seen anything quite like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Your guess is as good as mine. Turning back around. Let's look up here. Another ladder. And nothing really down on the floor of interest there. Okay. Looking off this direction. They drifted up here about 20, 30 feet and stopped. Yeah. And they went out that way and stopped. Okay, turning around. So, just a exploratory. That's all this was. We just have a little exploratory, Mr. M.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. That's kind of a neat little artifact right there, that spring-looking contraption.
Wow.
Yeah. Like wrought iron, and then they curled it. Okay, so back to how to put this back on my clip here.
Not going to happen without help.
Oh, no, I can get it.
I don't think so.
I can do it.
I'm betting against it.
I can do it.
You got to hold it out from your body a little ways to get it.
Almost had it. Haha, look at there.
Nice.
Ta-da.
All right.
Yeah, we'll clean up this slack here in a minute. Oops. Come here. We got a tangle. There we go. Boy, that is a Widowmaker looking thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't been looking at it, Gly.
It's probably best not to look at it.
You know what the worst part was the collar that we went past in the first place.
Yeah.
That big hanging down part that it's got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try not to look at that either.
All right.
You know what they say in these types of situations? Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, here we go. And away we go. Been looking forward to doing this mine for a couple of summers now, but I wanted to allow the channel to grow organically over time, and gain a larger and larger subscriber base, so that when we did eventually start doing mines like this, more people were there to watch. It's been kind of a strategy of mine to work the channel up to more and more complex mines, so that the channel would have a larger subscriber base. That's why right off the bat I just didn't go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff to start jumping into mines of this level when the channel was new. Well, okay, give me a second here. See, as I'm talking to you guys, I'm looking at all of the different things around here that can hurt us.
Like being in here in the first place?
That's kind of like, that's why sometimes if my dialogue is a little bit goofy, it's because I have a lot. When you get into these situations, wouldn't you agree, Mr. M, that there's a certain level of sensory overload?
Yeah.
Because not only do you have to point your cameras in the right direction and all of that, you're looking out for all the things that can hurt you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, storm rope. Oh, we got a broken rung on that ladder. Okay. Now we're getting to the sketchy spot here with a bunch of broken ladders because of people throwing stuff down. Okay, let me radio up to these guys. They're all waiting on me. Okay, guys, I'm about 25 feet from the bottom. I have to work my way through a segment of nasty broken ladders. I'll radio back when I'm actually at the bottom. All right. So to do this, how am I going to do this? Yeah. We're just going to have to abandon the ladder. Whoa. Oh, that rope is stringy. No, this is static. But even static ropes are going to have a degree of bounce to them. Let's see here. Okay. Going on down. We're getting there nice and slow. Nice and slow. Whoa. Let's see, how am I going to navigate this? Shoot. Maybe if I can walk the plank here. This old pirate's going to walk the plank. That's what we're going to do. Down to this point. Get my foot over that. There we go. Okay. Well, so far so good as far as air quality. Got no meters pinging off or nothing. Almost there. There's an old cone top beer can. I like those. Whoa. All right. Let me back up over here a little bit. And okay. All right, let's get off this rope. We don't need to be on it no more. Okay, we don't need Mr. Laser. Looking up where we came from, right there. Coming down, yeah, the humidity tends to get goofy with my laser all the time. Just ignore it. So we're down here. Now you can see that the incline kept on going, but now I'm standing on a big debris field. Okay, right here. Looking over here to the left-hand side, you can see somebody at one time brought in an aluminum ladder. Those were probably the folks from the early 2000s that came in here and did a little testing. But it doesn't go any direction that way. Turning around, we have a really nice vein. You can see my laser here pointing it out. Well, it's coming on and off. That's a layer of gypsum crystals. This here is all gypsum crystals. That's why this failed. Those flake off super easy, and at one time it looked like there was a drift that did go off maybe that direction, but I'm not going to be able to free climb up there. It's about 20 feet. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Maybe if I here, let me turn around here. Maybe if I can get a little higher up on this where this collapsed, then we can peer over. Yeah, see, it does look like it goes that direction, but yeah, that's 30 feet from that point to the bottom. I'm just not going to be able to free climb that, and I don't want to step out onto that big ledge of gypsum because you know that's going to collapse. So the next thing I want to do is right here below the ladders. I'm just going to take a small amount of time and remove some of the debris. Maybe, just maybe, we can go deeper. I doubt it, but I'm going to take a look. Okay. Let's walk over here. See if we can't get a better look at what might be hiding underneath this debris field. See if it's at all possible to go down. Boy, I don't know. Whoa, boy. That's wedged in so darn tight. Shoot. Yeah, it sure is. I don't think so, guys. I just don't think so. Oh, that one's locked in. That one's locked in. Nope. I don't think we're going to be able to get. We're not going to be able to get around that. I don't think. I know. Shoot, because this shaft would have went another 150. Let me take that back. They said 500 feet, so we're down a little. We're about 200. So we're missing out on 300 feet of mine. There's no way of getting around that debris. If I move some of this, maybe? Nope, that's locked. Shoot. Well, at least now you know. You know, you never know what's going to be in the bottom of these until you climb them. Okay. Well, at least we tried. Yeah, I'm just not going to be able to get past this debris field. That's as far as we're going to go in this mine, guys. So I'm going to work my way back up to Mr. M and slowly work back out of this mine. Pretty cool though. At least we made it this far, and we got some good rope work, and that's always good. Okay, I'll see you topside. All right, everybody, back outside, safe and sound. What'd you think of that, Mr. M?
That was great. That was great. You know, I worried a lot more about it than I needed to, but
yeah,
that was a spooky. That was a spooky one, because the entire collar. That's what you ran into when you got 200 feet down. Was the collar had failed, and
yeah. So what happened, guys, is this thing was collared all the way to the bottom, okay? But at some point in time, the top part of the collar slid down, and the whole thing went and collapsed like a house of cards all the way into the bottom of the shaft. And when it did that, when it let go and went down, the area where I was at the bottom, where there was that collapse, there was nothing to hold the sides. And so that came in right on top of it and choked off the shaft. So we weren't able to go, or I wasn't able to go, but I think it was 200 feet was roughly the number. Between 150 and 200, right in there.
Oh.
Yeah. But there really wasn't a whole lot to see down in there, just a lot of debris.
And the incline was like that.
Oh boy, it was 80 degrees. Yeah, definitely one that you gotta use ropes for. But
glad we did this. Thanks for bringing me with you.
You betcha. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And we're, like I said earlier, we're going to be doing a whole lot more of this summer. So if you guys want to see what's in the bottom of these really inaccessible shafts, stay tuned, because we're going to have a whole bunch for you.
Abandoned and Forgotten Places is a great channel.
And Abandoned and Forgotten Footage.
Oh, great.
Make sure you head on over to his site, Abandoned and Forgotten Footage.
It's a lot of fun.
The link's down in the description area. You get to see all the behind the scenes stuff.
You can see what Gly's really like.
Yeah, I'm a little bit bossy. Okay, guys, I appreciate you coming along for another fun adventure, and we'll see you again next weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.